pressure washer, and we tried to start it up with starting fluid. It started and died. Tells me we got a carburetor issue or a fuel issue. I did check to make sure that we had gas running through the hose. It does have a shut-off valve, so we want to be careful that we realize that. So I ordered a carburetor, and wow. So we're going to go ahead and change this out today. It won't be a hard job. I like these easy jobs. I already got the air filter housing and air filter off. The air filter doesn't look terrible. We got 2 bolts here. I think it's just 2 holding the air filter housing. We'll just let that dangle. Okay, so we'll take the fuel line off now. Like I said, it should be off. We shouldn't be getting any gas out of it. Nope, no gas. All right, so we got 2 bolts here. If we can get them in there. We're gonna have to get the swivel, I think. Guess we're going to have to use a torque screw. I hope I can break it loose. Got it. So this bolt was a, what is that, 3/8 or a torque screw. So I went with the torque screw. And we have just 1 linkage that we have to worry about, plus a spring. So I'll show you this. 1 linkage, 1 spring. Okay, so I got it off. And of course we got our choke lever here. And we got our butterfly here. Butterfly has 2 holes in it. I think you can see that. So when you get the new carburetor, this one you got to assemble. You got to put it together. So we're going to put the choke down in there. And we want to make sure it lines up with the old one. So there's a slit right there in the piece. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a slit that goes through it. So this package for this new carburetor comes with multiple butterflies that you can use. Since this is an aftermarket, they have to try to figure out what machine you're going to use it on. So it looks like they got 2. So see if I can hold it there. So we see that this one has the 2 holes like this one does. So now what you do is you stick it into the slit like that. That's pretty cool. Gives us new gaskets and new bolts, new nuts. I guess that's the air housing and bolts. Okay, so we're going to put this one on the back. And we'll put this piece back on it. Okay, so we got that assembled. Now we got to trying to get it off, but I think I got it the trick mastered now. Yep, we got it. So now all I got to do is get the spring on there. Which I think I'm going to put the bolts back in just to hold it in place until, and then I can put the spring on. That way I don't have to hold so much while I'm trying to get that spring on it. Okay, it looks like I got it. So now I can tighten these bolts back down. Okay, so the gas looks really funky. And it was flowing out pretty good when I started, but now it has completely stopped flowing. So the gas tank needs to come off, and we're going to have to clean the gas tank. Then we'll see if we can get anything to flow through that hose, see if the hose is clogged. Okay, so I think I got the tank loose. I can get it up now. I took the knob out of the valve, and gas isn't coming out of it. So that is, I might have to replace this valve, this on and off valve. So we'll take this off, and we'll pour the gasoline out of it. I've had a second thought. I think what I'm going to do, leave the gas in just for a minute, and I'm going to disassemble some of these hoses and see what's clogged up. So we'll just take them off one at a time. So we know that no gas is getting into this hose because the valve doesn't have any gas. So we'll take off the valve. That gas smells terrible. Rotten. Okay, so this went ahead and fell off. So the whole, that is clear. That's clear. So the tank is clogged. Okay, so I went and got the rest of the gas out, and you see the two layers here. The bottom layer is water, the top layer is gas. So that would have completely ruined that last carburetor, sitting in that carburetor like that. It would have just destroyed it. So good thing I got a new carburetor. Got the gas out. I stuck a towel into the gas tank and got it all cleaned out. I've got a little magnet on a stick here thing, and I zip tied a towel to it and I cleaned it out as best I could. I'll pour a little bit of gasoline in there just to make sure it flows okay before I put it on, and then I'll reattach it. I'm also going to redo this valve. The kit came with a new valve, so that'll work perfectly. Okay, so I don't know where I left off on the recording, where you're at, but I've had to get the gas out of everything, out of the lines, out of the carburetor. I had to get it out of the tank. So now we're going to give it a shot, see if it'll start. So now we'll put on the air filter. We have to remember to put the crankcase breather back. And we need a gasket. Okay, so we got our gasket, and then we'll put on our housing. I want to make sure all the holes line up. Okay, so tomorrow, new day, I'll hook up the water to it and we'll see how it does. I'm sure it'll do fine, and we'll test it. So if you'll click this up next button, it'll take you to a video where I was working on something. Thanks for watching.